everybody, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. So I just have a quick update for you on something that I mentioned in my Friday favorites and flops this past week. Towards the end of the video, I mentioned that a lot of people had been tweeting me and sending me messages about L'Oreal now being completely cruelty-free. I had mentioned in that video that I was a little bit hesitant to believe that they are completely cruelty-free. I said I was excited about the idea, but that I needed to do a little bit more research. So it honestly didn't take me long to find out the answer that I was looking for, because I just went directly to L'Oreal's website and then checked out some of the other websites that I normally do in terms of getting information about whether a product is cruelty-free and to what level they actually are cruelty-free, whether they are underneath a parent company that still does testing, but the company themselves, doesn't test on animals. That's, so like Logical Harmony, those places like that. So I went to the L'Oreal website and just kind of wanted to read what their take was on all of this. And on the website, I will of course list this down below for you guys, so if you want to go read it for yourselves, you can. On their website, they state that they do not any longer test any of their finished products or any of their ingredients on animals anywhere in the world. And as soon as I read that, I was like, that's fantastic. That is amazing. Then I was like, what about China? Because it's like always about China, right? Like in China, animal testing is a requirement. If you are going to sell in the Chinese marketplace, you have to test your products on animals to ensure their safety. I don't know if the Chinese just aren't with it as much as maybe some other countries are in terms of animal testing stuff. That's not to be an insult to them, but it's, there are plenty of countries in the world that now ban animal testing because there are other ways of figuring out whether a product is safe for human, consumption or application. So anyway, that aside, that opinion of mine aside, let me just tell you what L'Oreal says in their frequently asked questions about that very important point. And what they say, and I'm just going to kind of read it to you. In China, the regulatory authorities carry out within their evaluation centers animal tests for finished cosmetics before they are placed on their market. We think these tests are unnecessary, but we cannot prevent them. We are working closely in collaboration with the different Chinese regulatory authorities to bring rapid change to the regulatory framework of cosmetics products, which require animal testing. They go on to say that they are basically trying to help the Chinese regulatory authorities come up with alternative methods to animal testing, which I definitely commend L'Oreal on. I think that's a good move on their part. L'Oreal thus contributed in November 2013 to the first phase for the validation of a skin irritation alternative method in China. So it sounds like L'Oreal is definitely trying to work with the Chinese regulatory authorities to try to eliminate animal testing. And I commend them on that. However, they could absolutely do something about this by just not selling their products in the Chinese marketplace, thus eliminating a lot of products being tested on animals completely unnecessarily. So this is about profits for L'Oreal. The Chinese market is obviously a huge market. I'm sure there are a lot of consumers of beauty products in China, and I'm sure to L'Oreal, first thing on their priority list is making a profit for their company. And if they were to pull out of China, they would probably lose, who knows, millions, billions of dollars. I don't know the exact amounts, but so to me, because they are still choosing to sell in a market where the animal testing is a requirement, I don't think that they are really all that cruelty-free. I feel like they are still choosing profit over what is morally right. And so to me, I still have L'Oreal and any other company that is owned under L'Oreal that sells in the Chinese market as a no-buy for me. So, however, everybody, like I have stated in the past, they have different levels of what they consider a company's cruelty-free status to be. For me, I support a company that even if they're under a parent company, like for example, Urban Decay, I believe, is under L'Oreal's umbrella. However, Urban Decay themselves, they don't sell their products in the Chinese marketplace, so they don't need their products tested. Urban Decay themselves is still cruelty-free. So I do commend L'Oreal on making steps towards eliminating animal testing, and I think that that is fantastic. But until they either A, pull out of the Chinese market, or B, convince the Chinese regulatory authorities to stop the animal testing, it's just, you know, that's a line that I'm not willing to cross. You know, if they're still selling in that market, it's just not going to happen for me. So to me, L'Oreal is still on the do not buy list. This may place them on your buy list now. Like I said, it's totally different for everyone. I make no judgments on what people, you know, have their criteria as, because it's completely up to you. To me, I still feel like I feel better not purchasing from them, knowing that they are still choosing the profit of selling in the Chinese marketplace over what is morally right. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Again, I will list this very frequently asked questions section down below so that you can go read it for yourself. And yeah, I'm bummed because I was really hoping that, you know, I would read something different, but you know, to me it's not different enough to where I would be willing to purchase from them again. I do plan on doing an update soon on how going cruelty-free has gone in the last couple of months, and if I think I can maintain it long term, and just kind of what my thoughts are around it and how I've been getting my information and things like that. You know, because I definitely have, I have a lot more information. Like the longer I do this, like the better I get at it. And there have also been a lot of things that I've eliminated from even like household stuff, like at this point, that, you know, I'd like to kind of share with you guys in terms of like cleaners and things like that. It really hasn't been hard, but I will do a whole video about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, and I will see you guys in my video tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.